So the other thing that we saw last year, so with there was an algorithm update that happened in September of last year, which I covered extensively. I wrote a lot of articles on Possum, what we called it.
Yeah.
And Possum was initially not really picked up by a lot of the ranking trackers because it only impacted the local results. So it didn't really impact organic stuff at all. But like we saw major shifts in who showed up in the 3-pack in pretty much every vertical across the board. So with this big shakeup came out a new number one ranking factor, which Darren Shaw did a bunch of coverage on over at Moz. And basically the new number one ranking factor now is proximity to the searcher. So what that means in plain English is where your customers are physically located when they're searching on Google impacts what they see. And I kind of link to the study, but I'll show what I'm talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you're in Philadelphia. So you've got a business and you're in Philadelphia. So previously on Google, if your business was close to where the word Philadelphia is on that map, so downtown, or what we also call the centroid, you would have a huge ranking advantage. So if you were that guy that's starred on the map, so in Northeast Philadelphia there, you'll notice there's a little gold star there.
Mm-hmm.
If you were him, you were kind of screwed previously. Like you really wouldn't rank well for terms including Philadelphia because you were so far from the centroid, which isn't really fair technically because it's not like everyone in Philadelphia wants stuff downtown, right? So I mean, that's just the way things were in local SEO. So now what happens is the results vary very greatly depending on where the person is actually located when they're searching. So if the person is actually downtown Philadelphia, we'll call that just Philadelphia. So if you have a ranking tracker and you're scanning from Philadelphia, just FYI, it's scanning from the centroid. So it's scanning from downtown. This is what you'd see on the left. So you see all these businesses on the left. However, if you're scanning from 19154, or if you're a user that's in that zip code and you just type in auto insurance Philadelphia into your phone or your computer, you're going to get the list on the right. And just a quick comparison, looking at the two of them, they are literally completely different. So the businesses that show up on the right are completely different from the businesses that show up on the left, even though I typed in the exact same thing. The only thing that changes with these two lists is where I was located when I searched.
Right. And obviously with mobile devices, it's picking up your GPS location. On desktop devices, it's picking up where you connect to the internet, your IP location.
Yeah, I think Google uses a bunch of factors. So you can actually set your location in your browser, or it looks at your Wi-Fi connection, or it looks at a bunch of information that they have based on different signals.
Yeah, I think this is really huge, Joy, because a lot of businesses they're wondering why they can't rank in a certain area, and at the end of the day, it really is the proximity to the searcher has become the number one thing. I think you're right on. How does this affect service area businesses? So obviously, you're talking about businesses that have a location, like the last example, but how about service area businesses like a plumber, or electrician, or a HVAC person who comes out to the actual site of their customer? How does the proximity affect them?
Same thing. It's basing it on their address, which may or may not be visible to the human eye, but if they've got it hidden, it doesn't show me their address, but it's based on the address they're using.
So even if they're a service area business and they're not displaying their address, it's still using that as the basis.
Yep.
Okay.
It always has, but yeah, it's just hidden. With this example that I showed previously, the stars in the map were all the businesses that showed up for Auto Insurance Philadelphia when scanning from the zip code. So you'll see that zip code is highlighted in red, and all the businesses that Google is showing for Auto Insurance Philadelphia are close to that zip code, right? Yep. So it's not even showing any businesses that are in the center of Philadelphia at all, because it's deeming that the person is wanting auto insurance in Philadelphia, but somewhere close to them, not like 45-minute drive away.